Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning Leaders. In this video, we are going to cover this part 3 of CBSE Assistant Professor Test General Aptitude in Areas Associated to School Education. Question number 101. A national level institution established for Muslim women is Anjumane Khwateen Islam. Answer 3. The Right to Education Act 2009 was implemented in India with effect from 1st April 2010. What will a teacher do if a student does not understand the lesson properly taught in the class? Will reread the lesson by choosing examples from the child's background. Which one of the following basic element of administrative process suggested by Henry Fayol are not a part of post-corp? This is commanding and cooperating. Which one of the following is not the model of integrated education? This is special model. बाकी सारे जो है ये integrated education के model है cooperative cluster resource. Two statements are given below with respect to the service of CBSE as per resolution number 209 Ministry of Education 1962. Choose the correct option. So correct option is 1. Statement 1 is correct but 2 is incorrect. Which one of the following is not multidisciplinary teaching and research institute in ancient India? So पतंजलि जो है वो multidisciplinary teaching जो है और research institute नहीं था ancient India में. NEP 2020 recommended ashram shalas in all format of alternative schooling for which one of the following communities is tribal dominating communities के लिए जो है ashram shalas recommend की थी. Which one of the following sequence is to be followed in the process of the classroom teaching? D. Delivery, evaluation, feedback, knowing the target, planning. So answer is PKDEF. Planning, knowing the target, delivery, evaluation, feedback. Last में feedback आता है. As per the resolution number 209, Ministry of Education CBSE during the suspension of board and its committees, the members shall vacate their office. The ICF model focuses on which of the following component of disability? It is activities and participation. The Virtual University for Small States of Commonwealth VUSSC in 2000 was initiated by Commonwealth of Learning. Madhyama Pratipada is cardinal principle of Buddhism, जिसको middle path बोलते हैं. Which one of the following is correct full form of NETF? National Education and Technology Forum. NETF. इसी से related NDR भी है. The political slogan all humans being are equal in fact means that all human beings need to given fair and equitable treatment. University Education Commission is also known as Radhakrishnan Commission. Which of the following type of discipline is developed as a revolt against the authoritarian discipline in which many adults had been subjected to during their childhood? Permissive discipline. Man Ki Baat is associated with Narendra Damodar Das Modi ji. Who is the author of the book 3000 Stitches? Sudha Murthy. Which of the following is the chief administrative officer of CBSE responsible for matter relating to the administration, audit, account, public relation, legal and affiliation? So the secretary is responsible. The NCERT brought out the national NCF 2005 along with how many position paper on different aspect of school education? So 21 position paper थे. Which of the following is not the purpose of educational philosophy? To increase the teacher's love and control over the student. Who proposed a two-factor theory of intelligence? चार्ल्स स्पेयरमैन. मैंने एक वीडियो बनाई है इंटेलिजेंस पे, उसमें इन सब का आंसर है. Which of the following is not an international declaration on agreement that links children and environment? Convention on Biological Diversity 1992. So this is not an international declaration. The Gestalt theory was given by Frederick Pearl. This is basically the Gestalt therapist है ये. Gestalt या Gestalt. As per the copy of Resolution 1962 of CBSE, the documents to be provided by the board during its annual audit are all accounts, registered document and subsidiary papers. National Commission for Protection of Child Rights (NCPCR) is a body of central body. A teacher can never truly teach unless he is still learning himself. A lamp can never light another lamp unless it continues to burn its own flame. The teacher who has came to the end of his subject, who has no living traffic and his knowledge but merely repeats his lesson to his student, can only load their minds, he cannot quick them. Who said the above line is Rabindranath Tagore. He is the naturalistic thinker. One of the accreditation scheme under NABET involves quality of school governance. Kundalini Yoga, which is taught in the US, is effective in the treatment of mental disorder. बहुत important क्वेश्चन है इसमें, इसीलिए मैंने ये जो है आपके सामने डिस्कस कर रही हूँ. Which one of the following is true about reflective teaching? Reflective teaching is basically a cyclical process of thinking about teaching. A non-government organization conducted a study in a Gram Panchayat to see the impact of companion approach on enrollment and retention of rural elementary school children. This is field experiment. Arrange the following steps of ED model framework in correct sequence. B, A, E, C, D, E. B is for analysis, then design, then implementation, evaluation. इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के बाद क्या है? B, analysis, design, then development, then implementation, then evaluation. ADDI. A student is rebuked by his/her class teacher for negligence in studies. When he/she comes back to his/her home, he still ill-treated the pets, toys, etc. This is a case of displacement. इधर का गुस्सा उधर निकालना. William Stern described the concept of intelligence. Questioned it was mental age upon chronological age into 100. Again the question of intelligence. आप मेरी वीडियो ज़रूर देखिएगा इंटेलिजेंस की. Education as a fundamental duty of parents and guardian was inserted in Article 51A of the Constitution of India by the 86th Amendment. The visual and auditory interactive communication through ICT among people stayed at varied location is termed as teleconferencing. In a study on tribal community, the researcher finds that there are several groups in which the members exist. As an advice to the researcher for the choice of sample, which method from among the following you will recommend? It's a simple random sampling. Which one of the following is the key important initiative of the project Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat to learn Indian language at elementary level? As per the Manual of Finance and Account 2019 of CBSE, who is responsible for approving the recommendation of the various committees of the board, governing body of the board? A teacher can understand community-based individual differences within any group for paying attention to language and expression. A teacher, you asked your student to write an essay explaining the impact of pollution on our life. Which cognitive level of Bloom's taxonomy is best illustrated by this assignment? This is application based है ना. The motto of the Central Board of Secondary Education is Asto Ma Sadgamaya. Motto CBSE का क्या है? Asto Ma Sadgamaya. Which treatise gave the concept of three dosha in the context of personality description? Charak Samhita. Children's understanding that their gender will not change even if they adopt the behavior, dress, hairstyle of other gender. This type of children's understanding is known as gender consistency. During the course of teaching, a teacher very often use probing question to clarify students' idea and concept. This may be linked with which of the following assessment process? Formative assessment. A son of rickshaw puller struggles and become an engineer. This is example of social mobility. According to Erikson, the important dimension of socio-emotional development includes the self, gender and moral development. Which one of the following is not correct in the context of type of curriculum? Model curriculum. Where and when was the first laboratory of psychology found? 1879, Leipzig, Germany. Thank you so much.